weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last, and off we go here in the wild card round. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Two and a throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Dayon Henley in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Returnable here from the 38. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Chargers 7, Dolphins 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd down and 6 now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Tua. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Joey Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Davis now to return it. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston from 10 yards out. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Tua now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Tua now on first down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's got room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Finds Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Play action. It's Herbert. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
For a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back with it, a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here.
Oh, and that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds Spiller on the check down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Again, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's able to find Melton. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Darrell Taylor in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are former.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On first down, back to Achane. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run. Achane.
And he gets it a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Devon Achane.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Herbert now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. On the slant, he's got Davis.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like Yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 42 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. That's caught by Palmer. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Herbert. That's completed right side to Palmer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Herbert going to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.